From the beginning of history, Africa has been joined to Asia by a 100-mile strip of land. The Mediterranean Sea, to the north of Egypt, is separated from the Red Sea and hence the Indian Ocean by this barrier. To European sailors of yesteryear, to gain access to India and the Far East meant rounding Africa by the Cape of Good Hope, a journey of thousands of miles. Over the centuries, attempts have been made to breach this land barrier, but it wasn't until 1869 that today's Suez Canal was opened. Built by a Frenchman, Ferdinand de Lesseps, the canal starts at Port Said on the Mediterranean and goes due south to Ismailia on the Great Bitter Lake. It then continues from the lakes to Suez, where the Gulf of Suez begins, which is part of the Red Sea. The sun rises over the Sinai Desert, but we had left Port Said some 3.5 hours earlier. We were scheduled to reach the Great Bitter Lake by 9 a.m.
Start to see the Anzac Memorial now. If you look straight across, you can just see in the distance. We go right past, we'll be on the starboard side.
As we slowly sailed along, we saw other monuments erected by the Egyptians in memory of their dead. Just north of Ismailia is the El Ferdan rail bridge. It is the largest swing span bridge in the world and spans a distance of 1,100 feet. It costs a shipping line £64,200 to navigate the canal just one way. For this sum, they throw in a pilot, and a tug accompanies the 23-strong convoy in case of difficulties. Traffic is single file, and passing points are every so often, but the main passing place is the Great Bitter Lake. There are no locks on the canal, as the Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea are at the same level, and there are no hills in between. However, the canal is forever silting up, and these huge dredging machines are in constant use. Ships with a draft of 53 foot can pass through the canal, but supertankers are too large at the present time. There are plans to increase the draft to 72 foot by 2010 to allow for the larger ships. In 1800 BC, the first canal was built, linking the Red Sea with the Nile. It eventually fell into disrepair and by the 8th century AD was put out of commission. Another 1,000 years passed before this canal was built. We have now reached the Great Bitter Lake. Our convoy can now stop and await the signal to proceed into the final section. At 1 p.m. we left the lake and entered the Red Sea just after 4 o'clock. The journey took just over 14 hours. It cost a fortune, but saved weeks of travel had it not been built.